We created Newark Enrolls to better serve our schools and families because everyone deserves a fair, transparent, and efficient school enrollment process. The purpose of this video is to show you exactly how Newark Enrolls works and how students are matched to their schools. To start, what information do we use to place students at schools? The ranked list of school choices on each student's application, the number of seats offered at each school in each grade level, and each school's priorities. School priority structures might include things like siblings of current students or priority for children who live in the school's neighborhood. Applicants will be considered in order of priority groups if there are more applicants than available seats. It is important to remember that students who wish to stay in their current school do not have to apply. Students who apply to change schools and do not receive a new school assignment will be matched back to their current school so long as it serves their next grade level. You can learn about the priority structures for each school by looking in the Newark Enrolls School Guidebook available at www.newarkenrolls.org. In general, all district elementary schools have sibling and geographic priority. All district high schools have sibling priority, except for magnet schools that use rankings to determine which students are matched. All charter schools have sibling priority, and some also have geographic priority. To better understand what this means, let's start with an example. Let's imagine a city with only one school. We'll call it a Riverfront School. Riverfront School gives priority to siblings of current students, and then to applicants who reside in the neighborhood. Riverfront School has 25 seats in kindergarten. 15 seats are filled by continuing students. So there are 10 seats available for new students. Let's now imagine that 15 families have applied to attend Riverfront School. We start by giving each applicant a random lottery number. Next, we group the applicants by Riverfront School's priority structure. These 6 applicants are siblings of current students at Riverfront School, so they are in the first priority group. These 2 applicants do not have siblings attending Riverfront School, but they do live in the neighborhood. They are in priority group 2. The remaining students do not have siblings attending Riverfront School, nor do they live in the neighborhood. They are in the final group. Now we can line up each student within their priority group in order of his or her random number. Now we know in what order to place students at Riverfront School. 15 seats are already filled by continuing students. Riverfront School has 10 remaining seats available, so we offer a seat to the first 10 applicants in line. All of the students in priority groups 1 and 2 receive a placement at Riverfront School because there are only 8 of them and there are 10 seats available. The first 2 applicants in the final group receive a placement into the 2 remaining seats. For only this group, it was the applicant's random lottery number that determined who would get the seat. All 10 seats at Riverfront School are filled. No more placements are made at this school. Now let's look at another example that is more similar to what actually happens here in Newark, where there are many schools to choose from and where families can list up to 8 schools on their application. We'll look at 3 schools, each with 5 open seats in first grade. Let's learn a little bit about each school. Imagine Riverfront School is a school that gives priority to siblings and then applicants who reside in the neighborhood. Cherry Blossom is also a school that gives priority to siblings and then applicants who reside in the neighborhood. Parkside School is a school that gives priority to siblings only. In this example, each applicant lists these 3 choices. So let's take a look at our applicants. As we can see, each school has applicants, and just like in our first example, they are all lined up in order based on their priority group and their random lottery number. The difference in this example is that applicants are lined up in front of each school they apply to, not just one. Let's look at one applicant to see what this means. Kayla is entering first grade. She has a sibling who attends Riverfront School. She lives in the neighborhood of Cherry Blossom School. She was assigned a random lottery number of 16. Kayla applied to Riverfront School as her first choice. Cherry Blossom School as her second choice, and Parkside School as her third choice. As you can see, Kayla is in a different place in line in front of each school she applied to. This is because she has a different level of priority for each school. You can also see that her random lottery number is always the same. Once assigned, the random lottery number does not change. For Riverfront School, she is 6th in line and part of Priority Group 1, Siblings. For Cherry Blossom School, she's 4th in line and part of Priority Group 2, Neighborhood. For Parkside School, she is 8th in line and then the last priority group. Remember, this school only gives priority to siblings, and she does not have a sibling attending this school. Now that we know where Kayla is in each line, we can find out what school she is placed at by looking at the way she ranked those schools on her application. First, we try to assign her to her first choice. Let's see what happens. Kayla is 6th in line. Riverfront School has 5 available seats. The first 5 applicants standing in line are offered a seat at Riverfront School, so there is no seat available for Kayla. Now let's try to place Kayla at her second choice, Cherry Blossom School. Kayla's in the second priority group, Neighborhood Priority, and is 4th in line. Cherry Blossom School has 5 available seats. This means we can place Kayla at Cherry Blossom School, her second choice school. Here are a few more important notes about how Newark Enrolls works. In the case of a magnet high school, applicants are sorted into priority groups based on the magnet high school's ranking of their applicants. For example, a magnet high school may rank all of its applicants into 3 groups: high, medium, low. All applicants who are in the high ranking group who also expressed a high preference for the school are admitted first, in order of their random lottery number. If there are still seats available after all high-ranking group applicants are matched, applicants from the medium-ranking group are then admitted, in order of their random lottery number. Finally, if there are still seats available after the medium-ranking group is matched, applicants from the low-ranking group are admitted, based on their random lottery number, up to the number of available seats. Each magnet high school determines their rankings differently. Some magnets create ranking groups, like the example above, whereas others give every applicant a unique ranking. In determining their student rankings, all magnet high schools consider grades, attendance, and park scores. Some may also require an audition or an interview in their ranking criteria. Sibling priority and neighborhood priority do not apply to magnet high schools. Newark Enrolls always seeks to place every applicant in their highest ranked school possible. This allows families to list their true preferences in actual rank order because they don't have to factor in their likelihood to be assigned to a school. While we cannot promise that every applicant will receive a match at their number 1 choice, we can promise you that your student will be considered fairly and that we will assign your student to the highest ranked choice available. And please know that students will only be matched to a charter school if it is on their application. Contact us by phone or email at 973-733-7333. Visit www.newarkenrolls.org or visit us in person at the Family Support Center located at 301 West Kinney Street, Newark, New Jersey, 07103.